Well, now I want to talk more about the sequence section. I want to get more in depth about this sequence window. So here, as you know, we have our edit mode. You can see just one button there for edit mode. And I can click on edit mode, and you see whatever track I have selected here, we can see the edit view. And also zoom in and zoom out any parameter within this view here. For example, right there, as you can see. And I can press the edit mode again and go back to my normal arrange pane view, or I can do it here as well. Now you see, now we just see the edit mode. Before we had the song and the block. Now that happens, I can go right here to the bottom here, right next to my transport. This is the block on and off button. I will select this, turns blue, and notice here in the upper left hand corner now we have song and block. So if I have blocks here that are already in, this current block is empty, I would stick a block right there. I could edit it. So right here, for example, I'm in song, I press edit, and we can see I'm in song view right there with edit selected. And now I want to talk about these tools in the tools bar. Now I've got the tools right here, as you can see. We have 7 tools, and we can select them actually with the keyboard. The Q will select the selector tool, as you can see right there. Press that Q, I have my selector tool. I can select anything in a track. Will say I select the side of here. I can double click it. It opens into this view right here. And also you see that selector tool, when it touches this keyboard, it's over the keyboard, it turns into a speaker, as you can see there. I have the ability to play back keys right there, also selector tool. And I can select notes. See, move that note there, undo that. So I can also move notes with my selector tool as well and make it easier to just get around here and change parameters here. I can even also take a selector tool here, and it will resize certain parts of my window here and edit as well. Once you scroll over it, you have the ability to resize someone. You can tell which ones can be resized. There's a little dot you see right here in the window. And I can just resize this one, the envelope, the velocity here over the aftertouch. I can close it right here. And the next tool I have here is the pencil tool. And to get to that one, I just press the W, and I'm right there on the pencil tool. And see the pencil tool here, went to the W. You can see here, we're displaying some parameters here in this section here, where it's the time signature and the pattern loop, which is the pattern. And so this is bank A. So here also I can go in and say, for example, I could write some parameters in. Let's say we're here, and we have a selected tool, and we selected this section right here. And I open it up. Then I go to I'll press W to get my pencil tool, and now I can sort of maybe move this over here. See that? I added a few more automation dots there. See that? And I can write that information in as well. Let's go back to here. Select the tool, open this up, and bring out my pencil, pressing W again. I can add parts in. Undo. My next tool right here is the eraser. And I could use the key, E key, for eraser. It's got that right there, E key. So I can come here with this eraser. I can erase parts, obviously. I can erase whole sections if I want. Just keep erasing the stuff I don't want to hear. Get rid of it, put it back in. Now, of course, with Reason, we have undo and redo. We have up to 30 undos we have, so be aware of that. So here I'm just going to undo. So back where I started from right there. Now, the next tool we have is our razor tool, and that's the R key. And you see it right there. This is our razor tool, so I can cut stuff. I can get this razor tool, I can go in and cut a few things if I want to. I can say, well, look, I got my razor tool here. I select it. I can cut right there. See the razor? I just cut that right there with my razor tool. Then we can go back to my selector tool. I'll just press Q for that and move this over. See that? So rather than keep going back here to the tool rack, I can just go Q, W, E, or R and go back to my selector. Then I can get my edit tool here. I could add notes, selector again. I could double click on that, open it up, back to the W tool to write, or the E tool to erase, or the R for the razor. Now my next tool here, right here, this tool, as you can see, is my mute tool. So I can look at stuff and say, I want to mute this. Whoa, look at that. Mute, you're muting stuff out. That's back in again. So I click one time it's mute, one time it's back in. That's my mute tool. And we press the T key for that. Next tool right here is the magnifying glass. And that's the Y key. If I press Y, I get that. The one after that is the hand, the grabber. I can get this grabber right there and grab stuff. Now the magnifying glass is off, so I can select an area and I want to, let's say, look at this more carefully. I magnify it. I can bring this down like this. Whoops, like that, as you can see. And I can magnify that particular item. Next, we have our grabber tool. I can just grab stuff. I can just grab, move this over here. I want to grab it, move it like this. So you want to grab some things and move it around in the arrange window. When I'm through here, I can go right here, and I'm back again. So you see that I can go back into here. I'm grabbing stuff, and I was actually here. I have my grabber, which is the U key. I'm grabbing stuff. When I go back to here, it turns into selector tool again. And this is the go back to arrange mode button. And I'm still grabber still there. When I come out here, it becomes the selector tool once again.